Right then, quick and easy peanut balls. Right then, quick peanut balls. If you're doing market stalls and stuff, you should definitely have something like this on. The idea is they sell cheaply. You're looking for a bowl that's around the 7-inch mark, doesn't have to be exact. The whole thing is that they're quick. Right, before we get into this, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, because the last time I put a bowl onto a worm screw, there was a lot of people who were put out by it, and some of it got quite heated actually. But there was one common denominator between all the people who had a problem with it. They had all done the same. They had all done a course with the same instructor. Now, I have no problem if that's the way somebody teaches. It's their right, it's their opinion. A very well known instructor, actually, bloody brilliant turner, right? But if you did a course with another instructor who's equally as well known, he would tell you the exact opposite. He would tell you that a worm screw is designed to screw a thing onto your chuck, that the possibilities of it flying off, unless you do something really stupid, are next to none. It's a matter of opinion. Some people will always use a tailstock when they're using a worm screw. Fine, no problem with it. Some people will never use a tailstock when they're using a worm screw. Fine, no problem with it. Me, I lie somewhere in the middle. Right, there are certain things I won't put on a tailstock, or I won't put on a worm screw. I won't put a big bowl on a worm screw. I won't put a bone dry exotic on a worm screw. This is beech and it's kiln dried. I've drilled the correct size hole. It's dead solid on there. When I'm rounding it off, I will have the tailstock up. When I'm shaping down here, I won't. Right, so I thought I'd get that one out of the way first. Right. Now, as I said, this is a piece of beech, and the whole idea with peanut balls is they're quick. Right, you try and do these as quick as possible, because, as I said, they sell cheaply. If there was such a thing as an impulse buy bowl, this is it. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is round it off, just to get balance. So I can round it off. Right, now I'm going to flatten off here. As I said, this is all about doing these quick, because, as I've said in the impulse buy videos, the whole trick with keeping the price down on stuff is how quick you can do them. Now, if I was batching these out, I'll tell you places I would stop. Right, there I am, squared and rounded. Now I'm going to use a mortise on it. So I'll mark my mortise. Right, now I'm also going to put a slight foot on these. Now I'll remove the camera for this bit, because I don't think you can actually see what I'm doing from up there. Right, I'll just move the camera and be right back. Right, so I've got the mortise marked, right? Now I'm also going to put a foot on these. Now normally I wouldn't bother marking this. I'm just going to mark to show you what I'm doing, right? I'm going to leave a foot to about there. Using the parting tool, so I'll move out slightly. Check my height this right, it is. Right, now I'm going to hollow this out, or the mortise anyway. And what I'm going to do as well is define that foot. Now I'll grab my modified skew, make sure it's up and cutting at centre height. A little bit more. I'm going to define the dovetail. Flatten off the bottom of the mortise. Flip the skew over, and I'm going to put a slight chamfer from the edge of that foot in, so that it's only sitting on the rim. Right, and there's that in. Now I'm just going to quickly shape the bowl. Now what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to put an imaginary line about there, right, and I'm basically going to join that line with the top edge of this in a curve. The curve is your own choice. It doesn't really matter. This is all about doing it quickly. Too right. Right, now I still have about half an inch up there to do, because I want to bring that down and get rid of that foot to get to the foot to help me with the shape. Now all I got to do is finish it. Right, that's the finished cut done. Now, sand it, finish, sand it and finish there. So I'll do that and I'll do it in a sec. Right, just buffing off the wax. Now I can actually make this part, the finishing part, quicker. Hampshire Sheen are after bringing out a new product. It's a citrus burnishing oil that's certified food safe, and you know how I feel about that. It has to be certified, which would cut down the finishing time by a load. Right. Now what I'll do at the end, I actually checked the clock before I started doing this. and I'll check it at the end. I'll tell you how long this bowl actually took. Right. But basically, there's the outside of a peanut bowl done. Pretty little foot on the end. Right. Take it off the one screw, which there has not been a budge out of. Out comes the one screw. And there's the bowl. Spinning perfectly. And now it's a quick hollowing. And as I said about these things, they sell at a price, and trust me when I say this, you will sell 8 or 10 of these quicker than you will sell a 200 quid bowl. Flatten off. So slightly low. Back again. That's better. We've defined the bowl, the width of it. It's a small bowl, so not too wide. And then just hollow quickly. You know, I got asked the question, how do you get quick at doing stuff? The answer's pretty simple. You do the same thing in the same way every time. You build up your muscle memory as to what you're doing. As he says, not concentrating and talking and skidding back. We've got one cut in, so start the edge out. Make sure it's nice. Make sure that finished cut. And go again. Right, there's a peanut ball hollowed. Now just sand that and finish it, and we're done. So I'll sand it and be back then. Alright, just buffing off the wax. As I said, this part could be sped up with that new citrus burnishing oil. So I'm just waiting till it's available here. So we can get it for doing these bowls. Right, the clock says that's 57 minutes it took to do this, and you could take out the talking time and all that. Well, it was 57 minutes since I started the video, basically. So you can take out talking time, and then you can knock time off for when I get this this new burnishing oil. So you can see how fast these balls can actually be made. And there we go. One peanut ball. Right. As a peanut ball should, it sits nicely in the hand. So, as I said, these things are quick enough, they're easy. As I said, it's the closest thing you're going to get to an impulse buy bowl, and you will sell more of these than you will big bowls. It's just one to have in your repertoire, especially if you do markets. So if you enjoyed that video, if you wouldn't mind, click and like, it would be very much appreciated. I'll stick a couple of stills at the end as usual, and I'll see you in the next one.